What's really good? It's your boy Spider-Man is here for HEELKAIJU, and the Superstar Shakeup has come and went, giving us some new faces and some potential new matches and feuds down the pipeline, changing the landscape of the WWE for at least the next year. And hey, if you've been busy trying to get your tax work done just before the deadline hits, don't worry, we got you. This is the standing 10 count. Monday Night Raw kicked off the week of the Superstar Shakeup with Kurt Angle making some additions to his roster in hopes of keeping his brand the most must-see 3 hours of sports entertainment that the WWE can provide. Kurt Angle's official moves are as follows: The Riot Squad, Zack Ryder, Breezango, Natalya, Mojo Rawley, Dolph Ziggler, Baron Corbin, Bobby Roode, Mike Kanellis, Chad Gable, The Ascension, Drew McIntyre, and Jinder Mahal. Now, undoubtedly, the two biggest names in this list are Drew McIntyre and Jinder Mahal, the former of which just had a stint in NXT where he became NXT champion and is finally back on the main roster with his former 3MB stablemates Heath Slater and Jinder Mahal, and Jinder, who just came off the heels of winning the United States Championship against Bobby Roode and Randy Orton at WrestleMania, though it's hard to tell how long he'll hold that title. In fact, Kurt Angle, in his infinite wisdom, decided to put his new acquisition, Jinder Mahal, in a match against Jeff Hardy, with the title that he just stole away from SmackDown Live on the line, the United States Championship. Jeff Hardy defeats Jinder Mahal in stellar combat, and with that comes not only just a title change, but the real news in all of this. Jeff Hardy is the only person in WWE to have held 9 unique championships at any given point in time. Jeff Hardy has held the Light Heavyweight Championship, the Hardcore Championship, the European Championship, the Raw Tag Team Championships, the World Tag Team Championships, the United States Championship, the Intercontinental Championship, the WWE Championship, and the World Heavyweight Championship. That's 9, baby. So kudos to you, Jeff Hardy. You've earned it. Later on in the evening, we were treated to a one-on-one match between Bayley and Sasha Banks, and what we thought was just going to be another throwaway match turned into a truly heated scuffle before the Riot Squad interrupted and made their presence known. Now, while I'd rather have this match at WrestleMania with all the pomp and circumstances that it deserved, it is truly great to see that there might be some progression in this budding feud. So keep an eye out on that. Proving that there are only 3 things in life that are guaranteed: death, taxes, and the vindictiveness of the McMahon bloodline, we found out on Miz TV later on in the night that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn have both been reinstated not just to the roster, but assigned to Raw by Stephanie McMahon, possibly as retaliation for Kurt Angle's involvement in their WrestleMania match. Now, while this did fluster the Raw GM, he had the last word by letting everyone in this audience know that The Miz had been traded to SmackDown. And what turned out to be the final Miz TV on Raw for quite some time. Not only do we have The Miz, Kevin Owens, and The Miztourage in the ring at the same time, we have them in a 10-man tag match at the end of the night. Speaking of the 10-man tag match, in the other corner, we had Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, Bobby Lashley, and Raw's newest acquisition, Bobby Roode. Defeating a team like that on any other day would be damn near impossible. But with everybody preoccupied with their own agendas, it would prove to be truly insurmountable, as the Miztourage overshadowed the Miz's final match on Raw by completely untethering themselves from any Miz-based moniker and betraying him, leaving him to suffer the beatdown that he so richly deserves. And it hurts my heart to say that. Now, with Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel no longer a part of any potential Miztourage, there's no telling what the duo has in store for them in the future. Continuing the Superstar Shakeup, new SmackDown Live GM Paige not only wanted to one-up Kurt Angle, but to completely blow him out of the water with her own picks. The new acquisitions to SmackDown are The Miz, new United States Champion Jeff Hardy, Absolution, Samoa Joe, the returning Big Cass, Sanity, Asuka, The Club, The Bar, R-Truth, former NXT Champion Andrade Cien Almas, and Zelina Vega. Now, these acquisitions by Paige has turned the WWE on its head. No longer are we calling SmackDown Live the B Show. It is now in contention with some of the best potential wrestling on the roster. The only thing that we have an issue with is the fact that Nikki Cross is not coming up with Sanity. That's kind of a misstep. With Jeff Hardy making the jump from Raw to SmackDown, it quashes any speculation that maybe, just maybe, Seth Rollins may be making the jump with his IC title. However, since Jeff Hardy's bringing the United States Championship, Seth Rollins is ensuring that Monday Night Raw remains Monday Night Rollins. Later on in the night, the 205 Live crew put on a match that could be considered the WWE Match of the Week between the team of Hideo Itami and Akira Tozawa and Lince Dorado and Gran Metalik. This match tore down the house and incited the usually tired and sleepy third-hour shift to actually chant, "This is awesome." Also, we got to see the Brian Kendrick back in action, teaming up with Jack Gallagher. Now, so far, we have 3 viable teams on the 205 Live roster, which kind of fuels speculation that maybe, just maybe, they might bring in another title, a Cruiserweight Tag Team title, if rumors suggest to be true. Also in 205 Live, we find out that Buddy Murphy, who usually tracks at the higher end of the 205 Live spectrum but still manages to make weight, missed it by 2 pounds and a few ounces. With him no longer making weight, Drake Maverick found a solution that still doesn't include Buddy Murphy, and that is a gauntlet match next week at 205 Live. The winner of the match gets to face off against Cedric Alexander at Greatest Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia. On Wednesday during NXT, we had a few in-ring debuts for you to take notice of. First, we had War Raiders, formerly War Machine, going up against a jobber team reminiscent of Deuce and Domino. Ricochet finally got his in-ring singles debut against a game Fabian Eichner. And finally, Zelina Vega had her NXT in-ring debut against Candice LeRae in what was a short but focused match. The match allowed both Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae to move beyond the duo of Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina Vega and set their sights onto something higher, namely Aleister Black's NXT title. And we're done. Once again, I'm Spotted Menace chucking the deuces up for HEELKAIJU. I want to thank you all again for joining us during this standing 10 count. And you guys know the drill. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff. And we want to see you again next week with another recap. I hope y'all are well. Keep smashing.